Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Before we get into the next part of the Garrison passive income, let's take a look at my next day sales from the mission table that we learned about in our last video, and some raw B-side that I'm going to show you from this video. That's right, folks, nearly 6,000 gold, and I only spent 12 to 15 minutes of farm time for this. The time that you spend in this guide for these payouts is simply amazing, and allows you to do more than just farm for materials and enjoy other parts of the game. Now that you can see a clear-cut and quick turnaround profit from this, let's take a peek at the next portion of how I make gold using the Garrison. First, we need to start with the trading post and spending some resources to make sure that you don't cap out. You'll see here that the trading post has a variety of supplies that you can get for the Garrison resources. They range from 16 to 32 Garrison resources. Some easy math is going to show you that you can get more of an item for half the price. These traders do change each day along with the prices of the mats that they offer. You'll want to wait until your server has a high price material for the 16 Garrison resources to maximize your possible earnings. Now, I know this can sound a little confusing and it may take a few minutes to understand as you apply these tactics, but soon you'll get the hang of it and be turning gold when it's most valuable. It won't even be a second thought for you. Next, we'll need to replenish what we've spent and look for more gold. So to do this, you want to head back to your mission table and start putting your followers to work. Now, one thing you want to make sure that you don't forget is to grab your free loot box on the way. That's going to be the box right outside the Garrison that replenishes every single day. It gets up to 500 unless you get some extra items. As you can see here, there is going to be two types of resource buffs from your followers. One of them is going to be called Extreme Scavenger, and the other one is Scavenger. We'll talk more about this shortly. For now, let's go ahead and focus on making sure to pair this up as best you can for maximum replenishment of your Garrison resources. While you're here, you also want to make sure to get any missions that give Primal Spirit as well. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later in this video, so stay tuned for that part as well. Since our followers are busy at work, let's check out the Tavern and how to get the right followers to increase your Garrison resources. The Headhunter inside of your Tavern will have a quest one time per week, and this will allow you to recruit a follower where you get to choose the trait. We'll be going for the Extreme Scavenger trait. This is because we want to replenish our resources as fast as we can, and it's going to get you 200% increase for whatever resource mission that they're on. Because he is a new recruit though, you will have to level him up. This can take some time to build, but will be well worth it in the end. For the last part of the video, we'll talk about the secrets of the Primal Spirits and why they're so important for a passive income guide. My first point to these is that they're collected entirely passively, with the exception of whenever they show up on a mission. So this means that you get them as you're doing a regular routine with mining and herbing inside of your Garrison. While you'll sometimes get missions that land you between 20 to 50, you can take these and turn them in for Savage Bloods. Across my characters, I think I have a little bit over 1,500 of the Primal Spirits. If I were to trade them all in, I'd end up with 62 Savage Bloods, which could land me a little over 3,000 raw gold on its own. This is because of the raw value from the trader if you don't feel like using the auction house to try to get a little bit more. You'll get between 48 and 53 gold if you take them to the trader for each of the turn-ins. Now, I realize that this isn't that much. However, it does total quickly over time, along with the other earnings that I showed from the start of the video. Imagine that I made 9,000 gold instead of 6,000 overnight, all for spending less than 15 minutes of farming time in the game, which again does allow for a lot more other activities in the game besides just farming if you're that type of person that still wants to enjoy game time in addition to making a little bit of extra gold. Thanks for watching this short video on how to get some passive gold generated while you wait on larger items to hit your bank. To close out, I wanted to show the current progress of my brother and I, and let you all know that I did also start another series for longer, more difficult gold making using professions just last week. That series is going to be for people that have a time sink available, So if you find yourself with a little bit of extra time and wanted to dive into blacksmithing, make sure to check out that playlist and series. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and sub to get notified for future uploads. I'll see y'all next time.